What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Animous. Today we're going to be reviewing another DSPIAE tool. We're going to go ahead and review the color test card CC01. Let's go ahead and get right to it. So first and foremost, I would like to thank the team at Gundam Place for having this in stock, so that way we can go ahead and get these on the channel. The biggest thing is that most of us that are usually in the hobby, we want to make sure that whenever we are testing for paints, we look at color palettes. Some people use color palettes on their phones, they use spoons, they use all that, right? I recently found out that not only you could just skip a few steps by getting like glossy black spoons, but also with any other colors in case you're trying to get that distinguishing looks or try out different colors, that whatever you want, right? So another thing that you can use are these color test cards. Now, I am sure that there are other brands out there. However, these are the ones from DSPIAE. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see what the box brings inside. One thing that I do want to mention is that whenever you're using these color cards to test for shades, or maybe use them as color palettes for different tones, it'll have also details. Now this one specifically, it'll show you with white, gray, and black. However, you can mix and match colors. Like for example, if you want to use a custom color and you're trying to see if you can get it in different shades, you can do that as well. You can go ahead and try to make the color, like for example, like I know that I made a video for you guys in regards to mixing paint. Let's say you want to mix a shade of green or yellow, whatever it is, and you want to try it out for to see if you can get different shades, then these will help you for that. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what it brings inside. So right off the bat, it does have a ring to keep them organized. One thing that I do want to mention is that these cards they're not reusable. So once you use them once, you can't really use them again. However, you can color code these and save them, which is why most people have these. They have them so they can go ahead and spray the colors in case they want to go back and take a look at the colors. It's a great way to log your colors of paint. So you got the cover for the ring here, and that's fine. Now, these are the cards that it brings inside, right? One thing that I do want to mention is that it brings 70 of them inside, and all of these cards, once used, they have details that you can fill out, right? So let me go ahead and set these to the side. Once you grab these cards, you can put the name of the color scheme, and then you can write details in here. This is very useful in regards to that, because you can actually balance the colors out, write the formulas down, and keep track of them here. Now, what I want to make sure that you understand is that this right here not only represents a shading of color that you could use and to mix into the color so it looks like that, or maybe just standardize it, but it also reflects what kind of base color you're using. We all know that we all use white primer, gray primer, and black primer. So this is basically trying to simulate that. And it'll give you different shades depending on what, base colors you use. So with that being said, these cards are very handy. I'm already using some of them. Let's go ahead and set it to the side. As you can see here, you have dividers. Now the good thing about having dividers like this is that you can separate your colors. And then keep them blues, reds, yellows, custom colors or metallic colors, whatever you want to do with them. It is very good to divide them and keep a log of your colors. I'm definitely going to be using this tool a lot, so that maybe I'll go ahead and transfer the notes from my little notebook into some of these, so that way I can keep these palettes in my drawer for whenever I'm painting models. Let's go ahead and place this over here, place the ring over here. Now back to this card, what I do want to mention is that whenever you are spraying these cards, make sure not to overspray, because it'll drip. These are very glossy, they're very sensible. So if you overspray, it's definitely gonna drip. So just try to make sure not to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try some of these out, maybe spray some colors, and then we'll come back to the work table, and then we'll go from there. So keep a lookout for that. All right, everyone, so welcome back. So, you know, as you saw when I was spraying the cards, you know, there's a lot of things that you got to take into account whenever you are spraying these cards, so that way it doesn't drip or get damaged or anything like that. I did get some debris in some of them. Mainly it was probably, I have no idea how the debris got on them, but I guess I'll try to make sure that doesn't happen for next time. So I went ahead and try the main colors that we normally would use to, you know, create other color palettes, as well as some metallics, so that way you guys can see the shading in them, then go from there. Now, like I was mentioning before, these cards are very handy. So as you can see, you look at the shading, it'll show you the exact shading that it will take once you spray it or you mix it with a specific color. This is perfect. Like, for those people that like to do different color schemes, I believe that this is a very helpful tool. So that way you guys can go ahead and do different shades. Now, I want to bring your attention to the white card, because a lot of people run away from doing multi-shaded or, you know, color separated plastics when it comes to white, because they're, you know, they don't want to give it like different, like a weird shade or maybe a darker shade than it should, so that way it doesn't, you know, everything looks cohesive instead of looking all weird, right? So I know some of you don't like that contrast, so this is very good actually, because it lets you know that, you know, if you're gonna spray over a white base, you'll get that white and then it'll darken and you keep it. This is an actual nice palette when it comes to whites, and specifically for armors for Gundams, right? So that looks perfect. Same thing with the black. So this is a card that I just sprayed with the black, but you can clearly see the difference in between the shades depending on what base coat you used, which is great. You know, I really do enjoy these cards overall. With the yellow, it seemed a little weird. Definitely a white base would probably be better for anything that you spray in yellow. Otherwise, it'll go into like these greenish colors. I mean, but if that's what you like, then, you know, it is what it is. Some of the colors, like for example, if you're going into like the dark iron or maybe metallic colors for like inner frames and stuff, you can't really see the difference. And I've sprayed this like this just so I can give the example that, you know, some of them, no matter what base you use, they're always going to end up with the same shade. Now, this shading of blue is actually really nice because it also gives you that color separation that you will like whenever you're painting a kit. So this is actually something I look forward to. I definitely like those shades, so I'm definitely going to consider this for one of maybe my future builds. So I can go ahead and mix around, mix and match, maybe do color separation on the armor pieces and everything like that. Now, for those of you metallic junkies out there where all you like is metallic paints, I also sprayed a metallic on this. Now, take a look at the shading. When the light hits it, it looks the same, but when the light hits at a certain angle, you can see the different shades of that metallic. Almost like a color shift, right? I wanted to make sure that I made that very specific because this is a metallic paint as well, but the base is a dark base, right? So this is more for like inner frames and everything like that. This would be more like detailing armors and everything like that. So your colors will show up if they're metallic, just not the ones that you would use in like inner frames and stuff like that. Do I recommend these tools for other people, for other painters? If you are beginning in the hobby and you are, you know, a beginner painter and you're looking at color palettes and you're trying to see if, you know, there's other options out there for you if you're trying to come up with your colors or custom colors or anything like that, I definitely recommend these. These are fairly cheap. You get a box of 70 cards that you can use to try for about $4 or $4.50. And after you're done using them, you can just keep them. You'll store them, right? You'll just get them all together, put the ring on them, and then just store them. So definitely a great tool. I'm definitely going to keep using them. Thanks again to the team over there at the Gundam place. This is just going to be, it's just going to be a short video because I wanted to make sure that I told you guys about this product, because this is definitely a nice product to have if you're into painting model kits. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.